Alright, let's get this thing. Alright. First and foremost, I want to say, call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I just said, it's all praises to the Father in the name of the Son. I also want to say, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatah. What we do is come out here to let the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know their true and biblical nationality. And we come to bring out the truth according to the Bible, man. Right? It's getting nice out, so we know the craziness about to start happening out here, man. Right? Our people mad, they wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. Right? And it's a damn shame, man, because we this summer might be the worst summer ever, man. Let me get some 1 Timothy 3:5. Right? I want 1 Peter. It's perilous time. It might be 1 Peter 3:1. 2 Timothy 3:1. 3:1. Right? Because it's gonna be a bad summer, man. Right? And if we even get that far, man, Donald Trump is making some rash decisions, man. Right? And he got to what you said, the 6th? Yeah, he got to the 6th tomorrow. And he gonna run up in there and take the gold, take the oil, man. He out his unbeloved mind, man. Right, go ahead, Elder.
2 Timothy 3:1.
Bring it out.
This is known also that in the last days, perilous times shall come.
Right, so it says in the last days, perilous times shall come, man. This is gonna be a treacherous day we living in, man. Right, it is even to this day, man. But it's gonna get worse because we're getting closer and closer to the end, man.
That's right.
Right, we're seeing that the days is shortening, man, and everything seemed like it's just moving by so fast, man. It was just January 3 weeks ago, it felt like, man.
Right.
Right, and now we in the spring, man.
Right.
Right, the trees ain't giving forth fruit yet, man. Right, it's actually kind of bad that the trees ain't even budding a little bit, man. Right, okay, they got a little bit of buds on them, man.
Right.
So it's that time, man, that the seasons is changing, man. And then I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple shootings tonight, man.
Right.
Perilous times, man. That'd be the best part about winter, man, is our people don't go around shooting each other up, man. But when it comes to summertime, man, and the white men, they actually starting to do it too, man. Right, in Niagara Falls a couple weeks ago, man, we had shooting on, and then it was they starting to raid out there, man, in the white neighborhoods in Niagara Falls. I don't know too much about Buffalo where we at right now, man. I'm from Niagara Falls, but in Niagara Falls, man, they starting to raid for them drugs in the white neighborhoods, man. The hard drugs, the methamphetamines and all that shit. So it ain't just us that's going through this, man. It's everybody that's going through this.
That's right.
Right, in this perilous time, right? Keep on going.
For men shall be lovers of their own self.
So men gonna be lovers of their own self, man. Right? A man would probably die over a chain or a necklace or something stupid, man. Right? Or some money that was old or something, man. Right? Nobody really cared for one another, man. Right? This is what we seeing in these last days, man. Perilous times, man. Lovers of their own selves, man. Right, go ahead.
Covetous.
And boasters. So they covetous of what the next man got. So let me go take this man out and let me go brag about it, about robbing him, man. Right, and this is kind of like pop culture or whatever, man. A rapper rap another rapper, man.
Right.
Gucci what is his name? Pooh Shiesty, I guess Rob Gucci Man, and now the whole world is saying Gucci Man is snitch because he snitched that his artist Pooh Shiesty robbed him, and I don't know what's going on with that. I don't pay attention to none of these rappers or nothing like that, but we seeing this stuff, man. The man who put money in your pockets, man, you robbing him, man. Right? That's covetous, man. And even if he didn't rob Gucci, he robbed somebody.
Right.
Right, and he's supposed to be a millionaire, man. How much more could you love your own self than to rob somebody else, man? Covetous of somebody else because you want what they got, so you gotta rob it and take it, man. right? That's covetous. That's what's happening in these last days, right? Our people don't love each other, man, right? I was in a gas station yesterday, man, and somebody was talking to the person behind the clerk, the Arab man. He was like, yeah, y'all got y'all little kids working in the grocery store or in the gas station, and all we worried about is some $350 shoes. And I came up to the dude, and I'm like, that's a mindset thing, man. Because we could have our children work for us, but we don't got no damn stores, man. When we open up a store, we open up something stupid. Especially in Niagara Falls, I don't know about here in Buffalo, man. But they be trying to open up these illegal dispensaries, man. Instead of trying to open up a grocery store or something that's actually gonna have a positive impact on our community. Right? Our people only love to open up stuff that's gonna get you altered, like a club or something like that, man. Right? And then you can't put no little kid working in a club. You don't think about your children when in our neighborhood 9 times out of 10. Some of our people actually do open up businesses where their kids can work. Because you know, if you would have had some sense, our people, you could put a child to work and it's actually tax-free up until the age of 15 for, I think it's $15,000. It might be half of that. But you can put a child to work for that. And it's tax-free, man. That's tax-free money your children can get. But the Arab man know this, so the Arab man put his children to work, man. But then we don't know this, so we just make our children, oh yeah, when you turn 13, you gotta go work at McDonald's if they still hire 13-year-olds. Or go do the paper route, man. Right? That's what it was when I was a children. I don't know how it is no more though, man.
Summer jobs.
Summer jobs? Yeah, those was around when I was a kid too, man. But if we were smart, we would open up on something for ourselves, man. Right? But our people so covetous, they look at the next nation or the next man, and they be worried about what they got, man, instead of going and doing it for themselves, man. This is how it is in the last days, man. People worry about the next man and this man and what they got going on instead of worrying about themselves and worry about what's the end. Right? Keep on going, Elder. Proud, man. They be so prideful, man, that they don't even care about what the consequences is, man. They be like, oh, you just see what I just did? Like, the one thing I be seeing people be prideful with is this damn, what is it, scamming, man. They be all up on social media posting how they scamming, man. And knowing the fans looking at you, man. Hold on. 3 weeks in a row. Thing, but it's always when we out here, it's always when we come out here, man. It's every time, man. Right? But they be proud, man, because like these scammers, I know some people who be scamming, they be posting it on their Facebook stories, posting it on their Instagram, posting it on their Twitters, man, posting it, and then the number one place that the fans gonna be looking is on social media, man. Right? The internet is a straight line to the fans, man. They get tapped in with all that. They actually probably see everything before you post it. That's why it takes 20 to 30 seconds for you to post something. Or when you post it on YouTube, it take about an hour for someone to post on YouTube too, man. Then they got your IP address, they got everything, right? But then our people is so stupid, right? They don't know how to do no better, right? And then some of them, they cover up their face, but they don't mask their IP address. And I'm not telling nobody, advising nobody how to do the scamming the right way, man, because I'm an honest man. I go work a job, I come home, and I do what I got to do. But if you're going to do it, man, you got to at least know the right way to do it. Our people just be on their phones posting stuff like they ain't got no sense, which they don't. And that's why they locked up. Right? What was you going to say, Elder?
They don't think nobody's watching.
Right. And the number one place that somebody watching you is online. Whether you got 5 friends, whether you got 50 friends, whether you got 1 million friends, man, especially if you got 1 million friends. But you can have nobody on your friends list and posting stuff for nobody to see, and somebody end up popping with some random name like Jane Doe or something like that, man. Right? This is how it happened, man. John Doe. Right? This is how it happened. You post and then you push into the void, but somebody gonna run into that. Right? Go ahead, Elder.
Blasphemers.
And blasphemers, man. Right? And the number one thing I always like to say with this blasphemers is Jay-Z, man. Because he calls himself Jehovah. That's blasphemous as hell, man, to call yourself a nickname being Jehovah, man. Right? You trying to say that you the Most High God or something, man? Because he's so high up in this world, man, that he had Satan come to him, man.
Right.
And he was set on that mountain. And he said, oh, this could be yours, and he took that deal. All you gotta do is blaspheme the name of the holy one in heaven, man.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. He called himself that, man. And it's been a while, man, probably since anybody called Jay-Z Jehovah, because he ain't relevant no more, man. But to even acknowledge yourself as something like that is crazy, man. Right? That's blasphemy. And then our people believe that they can never be the children of God, man. Oh, now God love everybody, right? God is love, and this and that and the third. We ain't the children of God, right? But then you go and say, oh, but I'm a child of God. We're not the children of God, but I'm a child of God. What sense do it make? Our people is crazy as hell. They don't understand, right? Keep on going.
Disobedient to parents.
We see this all the time, right? Little kids disobedient to their parents, right? Go ahead.
And unthankful and unholy.
Unthankful and unholy, right? Our people don't give thanks, man. They don't understand what's going on. Unholy. You hear the word of God coming up, and then you cross the street. Unholy, man. There's no sense to it, right?
Right.
Right? Go ahead, Elder.
Without natural affection.
Without natural affection, man. Right? We don't know how to love one another, man. As Israelites, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we don't know how to be affectionate one to another, man. We see a black man, we gotta kind of tense up, man. Right? We see black men together, we think like, oh, what's going on out here? Is they selling drugs? What's going on? Especially when I'm in Niagara Falls teaching at the bus station, man. They be always asking me, oh, you sell drugs, you got work. Man, what kind of man with a Bible in his hand gonna sell work? Right? We out here to teach the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We God's chosen people, it's time to repent and keep God's commandments. Right? That's what we do, man. Right? It ain't about, if anything, I'm selling the work of the Lord for free, man. The truth is to be told, not sold. Right? I'm not out here selling nothing, man. I'm not out here slinging dope like these other people, man. Right? I'm out here bringing hope. I'm slinging hope to the people, man. Because after this place is burned up, because Donald Trump is leading us down a path that is of no return. Right? It don't matter if they kick this man out of office, man, and then they bring somebody else in. It don't matter. Right? You can do whatever you want with Donald Trump. The next hand that pop up is going to be just as evil. So when we do this, man, it's going to be, oh, well, what's next? This place going to go up in smoke. America going to be burned up with fire, man. And then what we doing is we telling our people it's hope for somebody in a place full of fire, man. Right? It's hope for the Black, Hispanic, and Native American man in this land, man. It's hope for us, but we got to follow God's commandments. Right? We can't just expect to be brought out of this land without serving God, man. Right? But our people don't want to do that, man. Right? They lovers of their own selves, man. Right? Because if they was lovers of God, they would be keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Right? Like the Bible says, this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, man. But our people don't do that, man. Our people only care about what they got going on, man. Right? Keep on going, man.
Truth breakers and false accusers.
Truth breakers, man. Right? Meaning that you can't keep your word. Right? And false accusers, man, we see this all the time. Right? I'm going to get this. Just Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. You give me Matthew 25, right? Matthew 24. Jeremiah 4 and 22. It says, for my people is foolish. Right? So our people, we foolish, man. We have no good knowledge, man. Right? When it comes to the love of God, man, we don't understand what that is, man. We say we love God, but our heart is far from him, man. Right? And it says, they have not known me. They are Sadish children. Sadish basically mean they stupid. Dumb as hell, man. Right? Because if you want to hide something, actually give me Hosea 4 and 6, man. If you want to hide something from a nigga, man, you put it in a book. Right? They put the greatest knowledge in books, man. They don't put greatest knowledge and post it on walls, man. They don't put greatest knowledge and do all the good things with it, man. They take the knowledge and they put it in a book. And then niggas don't want to read, man. They don't take their free time and pick up a book. They take their free time and they go buy drugs, man. Wasting away their brain cells, man. Like they was telling us in school that when you smoke weed, man, that kills brain cells, man. Right? And our people is Matter of fact, the whole country right now, man, love to smoke weed, right? They say 96% of adults smoke weed, right? And you can't be of the world and be of God at the same time, man. So to be of that 96%, man, that's kind of crazy, man. God ain't dealing with the world.
Yeah,
Hosea. Hosea is...
Oh, right there.
Right? So you can't be of the world and love God, man. You gotta be of God, man. Because if you love the world, man, you ultimately destined for failure, man. Right? And it says, I'm gonna start this over. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, man. So the Most High is saying that our people don't even know God, man. Right? They don't even understand how good it is to know God, man. Right? They would rather know their own ways, man. Rather know what they love to do, man. Right? Oh yeah, we about to get lit tonight. We about to get an eighth. We about to get a pint, man. We about to get messed up, man. Right? And I bet you tonight, this is gonna be the night where everybody out here partying it up, man. It's a nice day. It might be raining tonight, man, but people gonna be outside, man. And if they wasn't outside tonight, they gonna be outside. They was outside last night, man. Right? Getting lit, man. Right? That ain't the life to live, man. You of the world, you of the everybody else, doing what everybody else want to do, man. Right? But still ain't worried about how you can serve God. It's crazy, man. Right? And it says they are Sodom's children, they have none understanding.
Right.
Our people don't understand what's going on in these days, man. They understand, oh yeah, Donald Trump, he doing some stuff in Iran right now. They don't understand that when a draft comes, man, that's going to whether it be you come on our side or you going to be in prison, man.
Right.
They joke about, oh yeah, the draft is raising up to 42 years, and I'm going to just claim this, that, and the third. They ain't going to let you claim no mental insanity to not getting it. They're gonna be like, you been going to the doctors? How you know you diagnosed with mental insanity?
They ain't gonna even let you smoke enough weed to go in.
Right, and then if you gonna claim mental insanity, man, they'll be like, all right, come to this doctor's office, man. Come to this insane asylum. Because a lot of these insane asylums, they closed down, man.
Right.
You don't think they keeping these things up, man? They gonna bring them things back when people start claiming mental insanity, man.
Right.
Oh, let's test your brain.
Right.
Let's go and put you under the microscope, man. How long can you put on this act? And then they're gonna start drugging you.
Right.
Right? You don't wanna deal with that, man.
Right.
You better just go ahead and take the jail time, man.
Right.
Because they ain't gonna have enough soldiers to fight against all these countries that's going up against America, man. They're gonna draft everybody from the age of 18 to 42. And I'm gonna be like, lock me up. Right? I ain't going to serve against the Lord. Right? I ain't standing in alliance or allegiance with the Lord. I mean, with the devil. I'm going to stand in allegiance and alliance with the Most High Yahweh, man. Hashem Yahushua. Right? And it says, so our people have no understanding, man. They don't understand what's going on with this whole Donald Trump and the world affairs, man. Right? It's going to be mass death, man. Mass killing, man. Right? A lot of people going to go into this war and experience, man, because they ain't going to have the time to train you. They're going to just say, go over there with some guns, man. Right? Put them in your hand, and then don't shoot your own people. You know this your people because this what they look like, and then you're going to get a briefing on the way into the war, man. They're going to brief you, and then when you get in there, what the hell going on? Right, what the hell is going on, man? Right, and then some people going to stand up and actually fight, man. But and not too many, man. Right? It says that Satan is divided against himself, and that's what it is right now. The Lord is actually letting us see that Satan divided against himself, man. Because these people, even in the army, is saying, "I'm not fighting this war." Right? So if Satan is divided against himself, how can his kingdom stand? Right? These people, they join the army, man. They ready to fight in the war. But then it comes to the conditions of the war. Oh, no, we're not fighting in that war. They don't get to pick and choose, man. Saying they're divided against itself, how can the kingdom then stand? Right? So continuing on, it says, they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. Right? So our people are wise to do good. I mean, wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. What's good? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Our people don't even know that half of it, man. Our people don't know how to serve God, man. They think, oh, I go to church every Sunday, I pray every day, right? I repent for my sins. They think that's what it is to serve God. To serve God is to keep his law, statutes, commandments. Keep the faith of Jesus Christ, man. And endure to the end, man. Our people don't know about enduring, man. Our people don't know about keeping the ways of God, man. Our people would rather be doing their own thing, man. Time and time again. Right? As you see how busy, well, as you can hear on the camera, man, how busy it is behind us, man. All these cars driving and trying to do what they do, man. Right? Most of the world will understand that today is the Sabbath day. If you ask them what day is the Sabbath day, if you ask any man, woman, or child, when is the Sabbath day, they might say Saturday. Right? Some people have a lunar understanding, but the modern man ain't gonna have a lunar understanding. Right? And then most of them say, oh, I know the Ten Commandments. What about the Sabbath day, man? If you're gonna if you're gonna acknowledge Saturday as a Sabbath day, why don't they follow after the commandments, man? Right? Why you don't steal, right? Because I can't steal. That's a sin. Right? I can't cuss. They think cussing is a sin, man. Right? And then they say, oh, I gotta honor my mother and my father. They think they know how to do it, man. Right? They only keep certain things that make them feel right. But when it comes to a Saturday, they don't want to do it. When you start getting into the conditions, of a Sabbath day, man, oh, you can't buy or sell. Oh, I gotta go to the store on Saturday. You got the sale on Saturday, man. Right? You can't cook or cook. You can't cook. Right? Oh, I gotta make the Saturday meal, man. I gotta have my Saturday breakfast, and I gotta do all this, man. And then, oh yeah, tomorrow, man. So-called Easter, man. Everybody out here on the block trying to get their Easter outfits right now. Right? Today, this morning, freaking Michael Jordan dropped the Easter shoe, man. And it might be sold out, man. Right? And I think it was last week that he dropped it, man. But it was last Saturday he dropped the Easter shoe, man. And then I bet you it's sold out, man. And now everybody gonna have on the same outfit for this thing tomorrow, man. They damn Michael Jordan shoes, man. Right? And then they pink and green and yellow and all the festive colors, man. Right? And not knowing that them colors is representing evilness, man. Y'all doing this Ishtar, man. Celebrating a God that don't even acknowledge you, that couldn't acknowledge you, man. Y'all worshiping gods that don't even exist, man. You trying to sacrifice it to Ishtar, which y'all doing by giving these egg hunts. Right? I'm surprised I ain't seeing that going on in front of this church. Tomorrow probably they'll have something going on here, man.
And bunny hops.
Right, and bunny and all this stuff, man. Right, we gonna see that, man. It's crazy because our people is wise to do evil, man. Right, all them getting the damn ham and the damn deviled eggs and all this stuff for tomorrow, man. Pork butt, man. Right, and then you don't know that the pork is the uncleanliest animal in the world, man. It's super unclean. With diseases and all this stuff, but y'all about to feed it to y'all children. Right, y'all about to make sure y'all got a nice piece, a couple pieces of ham. Y'all got the pre-sliced pork butt. Y'all got the pork butt that got the honey glaze, man. And all y'all don't realize that these porks that y'all eating, they out here eating the bottom of the bottom, man. The pork be eating shit off the ground, man. The pork can eat plastic and be able to digest it. That's how sick the pig is, man. If you get plastic in your mouth, man, you start feeling like, dang, man, this don't taste right. The pork eat the plastic, and you're like, oh yeah, keep on eating. Right, but this is what y'all love. Why is to do evil, but to do good, y'all have no knowledge, man. Right, because if y'all had knowledge, y'all would have been Wednesday sundown to Thursday, or even Tuesday sundown to Thursday, whatever day you gonna do it on, man. Y'all gonna be celebrating the Passover.
Right.
Get you some lamb. Lamb is way better than pork.
That was some great lamb, does it?
Right, way better than pork. And we just got the understanding, man, that we're gonna be seasoning that thing up next year, man. We can only did something, man, but next year we're gonna make sure that thing is done right.
Yeah.
Right? We gonna get it right, man. And the thing is, man, it ain't always about us having the perfect understanding, man. We just get knowledge as the days go on, man.
Right.
But our people, they just be like, oh man, I can't keep all the commandments. I can't do that. There's so many commandments. How can I ever do it? You out your mind, man. But then you say you're a Christian, which means to be a follower of Christ.
Right.
How you a follower of Christ if you don't follow him in his footsteps? All right, let me get some real quick. Right, this is Matthew chapter 5, 48. Right, they claim to be Christians. Right, if Christ came back and he telling you to do this stuff in his testimony, and then y'all not keeping nothing that he said, y'all crazy. Matthew 5 and 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Man. Right? You ask Google who was the perfect people of the Bible, they're gonna say Christ is the only sinless person ever in the Bible. Right. And then they're gonna tell you a couple other names. But Google even say that Christ was perfect and sinless, man. Right. So how you gonna be a follower of Christ? How you gonna follow after somebody's footsteps, man? And not follow after his footsteps? Oh, Christ took the perfect path. How am I a follower of Christ and I'm not taking a perfect path like Christ did, man? Right. You can't be a follower of Christ not taking a perfect path. You can only be forgiven, man, but you gotta try and do right after you get that understanding, man. But our people, they love to do wickedly, man. Love to do wrong, man. When it comes to good, man, they have none of it, man. Because if they was in the right understanding, man, they'd be trying to follow what Christ did. Or Christ kept the law, man. Christ kept the feast of dedication. But the Lord's Supper was the Passover. But we won't keep the Passover. We won't keep the Passover. How you gonna turn the Passover into Easter, man? Right. And then they say, oh, the Easter is in the Bible. King James was going off when he translated Passover into Easter, man. Right. He was going the hell off. Because what would make him change something like that and put something like that in the Bible, man? Yeah, I'm saying a person who was authorized to interpret or whatever, translate the Bible, he was going the hell off, man. Because you don't do that, that's leading people to error. And that's why that man suffered a fate like he did, man. He was defamed, man. That man was defamed, man. If you add him to the word, all the plagues going to be added on to him. They said this man was a gay man, and still to this day, they saying King James was a gay man. This man had 7 children, though, man. Right, and a wife, Queen Elizabeth. Right, but they always be like, King James was gay. Okay. Right? And that's because he added to the word, man. Putting things like Easter in there. That's very deceptive. And now everybody believe on Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday, we got to get our best fit. Right? Christ, even if you think about Easter Sunday, man, right? I'm kind of going on this because we got that coming up, right? Shalom. Shalom, brother. Shalom, how you doing? Right? So if you...
Pito. That's his name, Pito.
Right? If you think about Easter Sunday, man, right? They got the best dress. They always want to wear their best outfit, man. Right. Christ had the worst outfit he ever had on the Passover night. When they took him in and when they cast him into prison, man, Christ wasn't wearing the flyest garment, man. Christ gonna come back. Christ gonna come back looking good, man. Right? But Christ wasn't wearing the flyest garment. Maybe it's because they say it's resurrection. And in Revelation, Christ coming down with that golden girdle.
Well, they got that resurrection wrong too.
Right.
Because he'd have had to be 3 days in the grave.
Right, and they say that he died on Saturday, right? Because that's how they like to put it. Yeah. Right, and then he rose on Sunday. It ain't no way that it's gonna work. No way that it's gonna work. You don't get 3 days from Friday sundown to Sunday. Right. It's no possible way because y'all got that Good Friday, whatever y'all call it, man. Y'all got all these different days too, man. Like y'all got Lent, and that's actually not a bad idea, man. Where they get Lent for before Easter. It should be where you're getting ready to go into into Passover. You should be putting away the unleavened, man. You should be putting away that leaven, I should say, man. Right. You should be getting rid of that leaven in your spirit. So I can understand where they come from. That idea comes from with Lent, man. But it ain't nothing in the Bible that says Lent, man. Y'all got Lent for a month where y'all stop eating bread or something. Bread don't mean nothing, or y'all stop eating red meat. That's the wrong thing to give up. Y'all still eat that pork and shrimp and crab and lobster, but y'all give up red meat. The Lord want us to eat red meat on the Passover, man. Right? Wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. Right? Give me this Hosea 4 and 6.
Hosea 4 and 6. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge.
Let's say our people destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. Right? When they come down to it, man, our people don't understand, man. They got a lack of knowledge, man. And that's why we often walk ourselves into calamity, man.
Right.
Right? Especially if we in the wrong state or the wrong personality, man, or doing the wrong thing, man. Like, especially when we live in a wicked life, man, we always fall into mischief, man.
Right.
Right? We don't never have the plan all paved out or nothing like that, man. It's never a good ending for the children of Israel when they in mischief, man. Right? Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So the Lord says, since we rejected knowledge, He's going to reject us, man. That's why we living in the land of our enemies right now, man. And we've been here for 400 plus years, man.
Right.
1619 in America, 2019 in America was 400 years. And that ain't even including the Seminoles who was technically Africans, or not technically, they Israelites that was brought over here from Africa, and then they started blending in with the natives. Them Seminoles, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be Judah, man.
Right.
But sometimes they not Judah, they might be Gad or Reuben or something like that. But sometimes they Judah too, man. Right? And with those people, man, what we gotta understand is our people, they been here before that 400-year mark, man. We've been here since 1500s, man. And then if you go down into the Caribbean, they actually discovered America before Christopher Columbus discovered America. There was somebody who came here in 1392, man. And then Christopher Columbus got here in 1492, man. So it's rumored that somebody got here 100 years before Christopher Columbus, man.
Right.
But the big deal was Christopher Columbus was the guy that killed off some of the natives, man. Right? And then they got here, man. And then our people, it was in Dominican Republic. That's where all our people started running crazy, man. Y'all not holding us down, man. And they couldn't keep us in slavery, man. They couldn't hold us down in the Caribbean island. Because when they took us down to the Caribbean, the temperatures and the ecosystem was very similar to that in Africa, man. And then with our native brothers down there, man, we was able to speak the same language. We was both speaking a similar language. It wasn't the same language because it was different dialogues in Hebrew, but they both derived from Hebrew. So our people were speaking Hebrew, they were speaking Hebrew, and when we got together, then we got together and we were like, oh yeah, brother, this is what we gotta do. Y'all go hide up in the trees and hide up in the mountains. And you can find this in the book Black Indians, man. Put your mind to a book, man, and get some knowledge, some understanding, man. They tell you about all these things in that book there, man. Right? The Black Indian book, they tell you how our people, when they got to Dominican Republic and all throughout the Central Americas, man, that we was able to thrive. And then when we got to Florida, where it was more space, it was even better because we was able to just go into the Everglades, go into the all over, man. Right, going to Miami-Dade County, man, and we was good. Right, our people in Florida, man. That's why so many black people and Hispanic people in Florida right now, because we was good down there.
Right.
Our people love to move down to Florida, man. That's our perfect environment. Not here in Buffalo, not here in all these places, man. But when it came down to it, man, that's how slavery didn't last too long at first, man. Then when it came to 1619, we got it long live. They kept on doing trial and error, man. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. Right? And then they got it down, man. Oh yeah, let's bring them to Virginia. Let's bring them to Virginia. We're not gonna go to what is it? We're not gonna go to Dominican Republic. We're not gonna go to Florida. We're not going to go to Georgia. We're going to go to Virginia, man. And then we're going to do some stock exchange or the human exchange in New York City, man. We're gonna bring them to the colder climates, so they can't really be good, man. Right? The first stock exchange was human beings, man. Black men.
Right.
The first ever auction on at the stock exchange was black men, right? Where they would bring them in, and then they would be like, this man sold for 15 cents, that man sold for 20 cents, that man sold for 60 cents. And they would do that, man. They would auction us off, man, right? And they would take us to their plantations, right? It wasn't just slavery in the South. It was slavery in the North, too, man. They had slavery all over.